Yay! I hope everybody is enjoying the weather, even though they said we were supposed to have 80%, 85% chance of rain today, I think it was.
I don't know about today. I just know about Saturday.
Yeah, so yeah, because Caitlin's running the marathon
Woohoo!
Saturday. Hey, it's a whole lot quicker now, isn't it?
It is. That kind of scared me. I'm used to the delay.
I was bored the other night and I was playing with it, so it all works out good.
Now it's going to scare everyone.
All right. Welcome to my show. It's the craziness that will soon unfold. You never know what's going on. A little bit of a story I'm going to give y'all. I have a young lady today, and her whole music career got started over a dare with her father. And it's a hilarious dare. And I thought it was cool as all get out. She's been running shows. She's been recording. She's been doing all kinds of stuff. And bring her up because I can't remember how old she is. Josie Sal, everybody. How old are you now?
I'm 13.
Okay, so you're the same age you was as the last time you was on the show, right?
I think so.
Don't ask me when you was on the show. I just remember it was last year.
Actually, I turned 13 in November.
Okay.
So I think I was 12.
And you need Christmas presents or birthday presents sent to a certain location, or we'll go ahead and tell everybody to send you a present. Oh, Lord. So how you been doing, baby girl?
Good. It's been crazy, especially because Easter just happened. My whole family's gone now. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was so ready for them to be gone.
I know the feeling, trust me.
Yeah, I'm like, especially because don't know. My family, we're just a bunch of, I mean, I'm a kid, but they're a bunch of kids and they're all old. And so it's like, it's so funny because when they come here, I'm like, oh, yay, I get to see my siblings. And then they get here and I'm like, why did I want this?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I don't know why I told them to come home.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, that's something to be said because your dad's kind of, the way he sounds to me, sounds like a big kid himself.
Yes.
You know, the whole dare thing with you and everything else. And I'm just like, I can totally relate to him. So,
yeah, no, they're the best. I had a lot of fun, but I'm ready to get back to making music and stuff. I'm excited. We're going to Nashville on the 29th to record my next song, which I'm really excited. And it's about my family. It's we used to do this thing. We did it for about 15 years. My parents tell me I wasn't alive for 15 years, but we used to do this thing called Redneck Weekend. And a couple weekends out of the summer, we would pitch tents in our backyard with all of our friends. And we would just camp out all weekend. And it got so big at one point that our friends and like other people would get there on Thursday to pitch a tent in our backyard. Mm-hmm. And then Friday night, they would all come back. And then we'd spend Friday to like Sunday night there. Yeah. No showers or nothing. So I'm really excited.
But with the modern technology and everything, I mean, the only thing you got to do is like put up a bed sheet and you can have movie night, you know?
That's what we did. We put a bed sheet on the side of our house and we got a projector and we'd watch movies out there. So it was a lot of fun. Hopefully we bring it back.
Oh, yeah.
Convince my parents.
You know, to me, that's a lot of fun. I mean, it's just, you're living something and doing something that a lot of other kids do not do. And that's one reason I like your dad so much, because he just seems like just down home, good old guy, you know?
Yeah, he's the best. I love my family because it's the best because my dad raised us all with tough, like thick skin. Mm-hmm. And And it's so fun because we can just hang out. Like, I feel like my siblings are just like my friends. And my parents sometimes are my friends. Sometimes I do not allow it.
Yeah, well, then you got those sometimes where they're pointing a finger and I told you.
Then those times I'm just like, I gotta go. I'm gonna head out.
I'm going to my room now. Thanks.
Yeah, like that. Well, thanks for that. Really enjoyed talking to you.
Yeah. Well, see, that's one thing I hated when my kids were growing up. You couldn't ground them or send them to their room because they had more stuff in their room to play with and do. And half the time they wouldn't even come out because they were doing stuff in their room. They video games and all that other crap. And what was it? A Nintendo 1 back then or something? I don't remember.
Nintendos. Yeah.
That's a long time ago. Yeah. You play video games at all?
I don't.
I'm so proud of you.
I don't watch much TV. Like, people always ask me, oh, have you seen this movie? This movie? I'm like, no.
Well, that's what's weird because when I was researching and doing stuff to start this podcast, I was all in the TV all the time and I was looking at this and looking at that and researching. But after I started this show, it's like if I get maybe 30 minutes of TV in 7 days, I'm doing good.
Yeah. No, that's me. I mean, I love that I get to do what I love, which makes it like I'm always just having fun. But there's sometimes where people are like, oh, do you do this and this? My brother thinks I'm on TikTok all the time. And I'm like, and then I showed him my screen time and it was like maybe 2 hours. And he was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm not on my phone that often.
Well, I mean, my daughter started my TikTok for me, and I don't think it's been updated in a month or two, possibly. Just everything going on, and we got CMA Fest coming up. So are you going to be at CMA Fest?
I'm not sure. We don't have anything booked, but I'll definitely be around, and I definitely want to go. We're going to be down there, but I don't think I have anything booked.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you was. What was that noise?
It's the litter box.
Oh, okay. This is why you don't need a studio in your dining room.
I'm in my dining room right now, too.
It's the way it goes. It gets crazy. Dude, I can't even pronounce your name. Auden? What is that? Alden?
That's Aiden.
Aiden Mundinger says hi from Vermont. He says, hi, Josie. I guess he's one of your fans.
Hi.
He's not my fan. He's got to be your fan.
Yeah, he just commented on my TikTok. I have like a backup TikTok. And I posted a video of me singing harmonies on my song. And I was like, that clip sounds criminal because it doesn't sound, I mean, obviously harmonies don't always sound the greatest, but I put it out and I was like, why not? And I put it out. And then after I listened to it again, I was laughing so hard. I was like, why did I do that to myself?
Oh, yeah. Pamela Hoops. Is that Hoops?
Oh my gosh, that was my dad's friend from school.
Oh, well, she said, hi, Josie. That's one thing I do like about doing the lives because people can actually comment and we can see what they're commenting and stuff.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It's nuts. I was going to say something until I forgot what I was going to say. It's Pamela's fault. She distracted me. I don't know. What did Susie Porta say?
Josie, I missed that giggle. A lot of people are commenting.
That's been my whole family's babysitter. She's my parents used to own a gym and her sister worked at my parents' gym. And then my mom, she would always my family's so close. My mom would just take us everywhere. Yeah. So whenever we were younger, well, my siblings at least, they would just hang out at the gym until my mom was like, wow, I need a babysitter. And so Susie volunteered. And so I FaceTime Susie all the time.
That's awesome. Pam, you do not need to say so sorry. But she did put a LOL, so she understands. Aiden saying Josie should sing Redneck Weekend. Yeah, go to YouTube and pull it up.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy, but we got to get you in studio one day.
I know. I was like, dang, I wish I was there.
Yeah.
Have to Zoom everything because who knows where I am at any point in time.
I never know where you're at.
Honestly, me neither. Sometimes the people ask me, they're like, oh, were you here yesterday? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how I got here. I just woke up here.
Was it music oriented? I might be there. I don't know.
I was like, was I doing that? That's honestly a great question.
Now, I got to point out something because I have been watching you and following you. And you did a show, there was a video, and you were singing on stage. And it's like, I was amazed because at your age, you're working the stage like some of the big guys. And I was like, you go, girl. Hell yeah.
Thank you. Sometimes I look at, it was so funny because when I first started, my parents were like, move, like you're just standing there singing. And I look back at videos now and I was just standing there like, hey, I'm here. And now I look back and they're like, can you just stop running around for a second? Because when I do shows at like Fisherman's Village, which is in Punta Gorda, yeah. I go off the stage and I run through the tables and I run around. And they're like, it's impossible to take a video of you because you're like everywhere. But I don't know. It kind of just happened. I was just one day, I just started performing. My parents were like, this came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I was impressed because you was dancing to the music. You was singing at the same time. You was backing up. You turned to the side and you done this. And I was just like, dude.
Thank you.
Dig it.
Thank you.
Pam said Josie will be opening for Lainey Wilson. I think everybody's got that dream. One day, I have been following from the start. You go, girl.
Fingers crossed.
I'm telling you.
Anybody have a Lainey Wilson contact? Anybody know her by any chance?
Honey, you're live. Just holler, hey, Lainey, I'll open for you.
Oh, yeah, right. Be in the DMs like, Lainey, I need open, please.
Yeah. I'll have my people call your people.
Right?
You never know, though, because, I mean, weird things do happen in this industry.
Yeah, and I've noticed, like, a lot of people I've met that, like, there's this one person we met through her fan club. And I guess he goes backstage and Lainey knows him. And I was like, one of these days you just got to be like, hey, Josie should totally open for you.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I need someone to please just be like, this girl could open for you if you want.
Oh, yeah. You know, just walk up to Lainey and go, picture this.
Yes. Hopefully.
The girl's got the voice. She's got the songs. She's got the stage presence. Yeah. Because I noticed Lainey does, which I love how she does this, but she gets the littler girls on stage and she makes them cowgirl for the night.
I love that.
And does all kinds of stuff with them. And I was just like, that is
I think it's so cool. Yeah, I think that's so cool. That's hopefully one of the things I want to do whenever I'm hopefully touring. Hopefully whenever I'm doing stuff like that. I think that's so cool. That's one of the things that I definitely want to take from her and do that too.
Oh yeah, because that's I'm telling you, the fans out there, they love that interaction. They love feeling like you're exactly there for, Barbara or Bill or Jim or who's ever out in the audience, and you're singing to them, and they love every minute of it.
Yeah, and I love meeting everyone too, because it's so cool, because I see people like singing my songs and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Yeah. I've got to ask a question real quick. Diane left a comment. You are so cute. Just be yourself. My question to Diane is very simple. Are you talking about me or are you talking about Josie?
Oh my goodness.
She didn't specify. She didn't specify. We got to know. We got to know. Come on, Diane, hit us back. Oh,
Josie out.
See, I got shot down. Damn it. I am not believing that.
Were you hoping it was you? Or your fingers crossed under the table?
Hey, since I've been married to this show, I haven't dated or anything in 3 years.
You were really hoping.
I didn't pay. I'm kidding. I can't.
Too far.
Too far. Stepped over a line.
So
Damn. Oh, Diane gave me a poor guy. Oh. So what do you got coming up down the road?
Well, Fake Friends is releasing Friday. I'm so excited about that song. And then I go to record Redneck Weekend. I've been writing so much. My goal this summer and stuff is just to put out as much music as I can. At the beginning, I was like, oh, I do, like, I mean, obviously people think, okay, a 13-year-old definitely is not the one writing, but I've been writing a lot by myself, so I'm excited to get those songs out. But that's my goal right now, just writing as much as I can and getting all that music out.
Well, see, I was on the phone earlier and I was talking to Rebecca Gilbert, and we were having a conversation about writing, because some writers, they can do it in like a day. Some writers take like 5 days, but there's a fluke. I've noticed a fluke in all of it. The ones that you're writing the longest don't do as good as the ones you write the quickest.
Mm-hmm.
And if you write something funny, like you and your friends were talking about something, you get off the phone with them and you're still laughing and you start writing stuff down and just write it out real quick. That's probably the one that's going to hit number one on some chart somewhere.
Yeah, you know? That's what I've been doing. I mean, it sounds crazy to like say this to like people just don't believe me flat out, but it takes me like 2 hours to write a song. And especially like I get most of my inspiration of talking to like my sister or my friends, because most of my friends, I mean, I have a bunch of friends my age, but I get along and I can actually talk to the ones, like one of my best friends is 26.
Yeah.
And they always call me for advice. And I'm like, guys, I'm 13.
Yeah.
Well, I'm supposed to tell you. And it's still funny, but I get most of my inspiration from talking to them. Like I wrote a song called Chase 'Em, Don't Catch 'Em. And I was talking to my sister, and I think it was her best friend, and me. We were all on FaceTime, and they said something about a boy, and I was like, chase him, don't catch him.
Yeah.
And after that, I called one of my co-writers, Kelly Johnson. I was like, we need to write this song right now.
Exactly.
I was like, I have so much. And we wrote it, and everyone loves it. So I think it's so funny because I write a little bit like Megan Maroney, and it just comes out so quick.
Yeah. You know, and it's crazy how that works.
It is crazy. It just like, I feel like also me, I just say it. Sometimes I won't have a melody or music and I could just talk the whole thing out. Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you do a beatbox kind of thing with it?
No, but it's so funny because I don't know how my parents, like I started off a dare, but I really don't know how my parents didn't realize this before, because I was scrolling through my voice memos And I have voice memos, I don't even know, from like 2019 or 2018. And I was listening to them and I was like beatboxing and writing songs. I have this song in my voice memos called What Happened to the Pillowcase. And it's actually not awful, but I'm still confused. Like, what happened to the pillowcase? I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, it's I had a friend a long time ago, and he actually wrote a song at Waffle House at 3:00 in the morning, a little drunk, and he put it in his console of his car. 6 months later, he found it. He had totally forgotten that he had wrote that song, and it was a jamming little song.
That's so funny. Maybe I have to bring back What Happened with the Pillowcase.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to finish it.
Yeah. Like Pam just said, keep a notebook by your bed.
Yeah, I need to write down my songs. I have everything in my phone. I just type it out. It's so easy. But I was like, I should really start writing things down, especially I think that's a great idea. Everyone tells me that. My dad tells me that. And I'm like, no, 100%. He bought me a notebook, sits by my bed, haven't touched it once because every time I think of something, I just type it out on my phone.
Oh, yeah. It's my daughter's like that. She'll type stuff out on her phone and everything else. My problem is I forget where I put it in my phone. So it's a whole lot easier for me to just pull up a text message and I'll write notes and stuff like that, or something that I've got to do or get done or whatever. And I usually send it to Julie. That way it'll save it and I'll know it's there.
Yeah.
And then she'll be calling me later going, what did you mean by what's this? What? No, forget it. I was just doing notes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's like my mom. She'll text me numbers and I'll be like,
yeah.
it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm like, what is that? What?
Yeah.
Like, did you mean to send me this? And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was trying to do this for this. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, got it.
Yeah. Just, well, so you could do that to her.
Yeah, I know. We should just start a code. Just start talking in code.
Well, I mean, you could do like snacks you want or something.
Yeah.
Go to the store and just do some snacks,
Yeah, that's a great idea. I think
4,
my mom's watching this, so Mom, if you get any random text messages, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Mom, number 4 is powdered donuts, okay?
Exactly.
God. We're terrible. So when did you get out of school?
Summer-wise, I think so. I do online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a summer break, but we could also start early or like start in the middle of the summer. I think that's what I'm going to do. Every day is like, I do like some school, like, I do my school, I do my stuff, and then I still have a lot of the day left. So I was like, why not get it started and then go on? So I don't know if I'm going to have a summer break. I mean, obviously I'm going to take a break, but I don't know. Yeah.
You never know. I mean, you could get up, you could do a little bit of schoolwork, then you could write a song, go to the studio, cut one if you wanted to, hit the pool, work on the tan. I'm still jealous because you got a pool.
That's the most important part.
I know, right?
Yes.
Because like,
the tan.
that's like if I go on vacation, which I ain't been in forever. If I was to go to vacation down in Florida, I would go to the beach and I would look at the waves and listen to it and everything else. But I think every time I've been to the beach, I've gotten in the sea up to my knee, and that's about it. And I'm going back. Yeah,
that's me. I mean, my family, we would prefer to sit at a pool or be on a boat than be at the beach. But we go to there's a sandbar. They call it the Redneck Yacht Club, which I think is so fitting for my family. But we always go there, and it's just it's a sandbar, and we go there on the boat. We hang out there for a little bit, and then we come back and we just hang out at the house. And it's so nice because my shows are like on the beach or outside. And I was like, "Oh, this is nice. I can get a tan and sing." And it's great, except for the fact I got off stage and my uncle, everyone came back to the house, right? So I'm taking off my boots and I didn't think anything of it. And my uncle was like, "Josie, what's on your leg?" And I was like, "What do you mean? What's on my leg?" I looked down and I had boot tan lines. I was like, this is commitment, because I had like V's on like the front and back of my leg. And I was like, I cannot walk around like this. And I was like, and then I took a picture and I was going to post it. I was like, I cannot post this because this looks crazy.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's speaking as a guy with constantly white feet. I can wear tank tops and shorts and stuff like that at work, but you always got to wear the shoes. Ankles down, it's the whitest white you ever seen in your life.
Always keep socks on.
You have to. Work boots will haunt everything.
Yeah, commitment.
Commitment, man.
Commitment.
If you're in the music industry, you got to have at least 2-3 jobs. True story.
Yeah. Or if you're 13, you could just have parents. It's so nice.
Okay, now I'm jealous of 2 reasons. So that's what I need. I need. Well, my dad passed away, but
call my dad. I'll send you his number.
I don't think my mom would fund my show though. So you the one got into it. You pay for it yourself.
That's like my mom. If I was older, she'd be like, I mean, I'll support you, but
here's what you owe me.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's like my siblings. I'll be like, can I borrow a penny? They're like, yes. They have notes in their phone.
About how much money they lent you?
Yes. It's not just like, oh, you're my little sister. It's okay. It's like they keep tabs. And then they remember my sister, she puts interest on it.
You know,
all the other siblings.
I can see when you make it and you're making the money and everything, I can see her just walking up going, oh, we need to talk. You owe me money right here, you know.
She already does that.
With interest?
Yes. Mm-hmm. She'll be like, well, it's been this long since I put the date on it, so this is how much more you owe me. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, no, yeah. This is so nice of you.
I'd be hollering I'm an only child. Wait a minute, I am an only child. What am I talking about?
Honestly, goals. That's goals.
You know, honestly, growing up, I wished I had siblings because that was the hardest thing in the world, being an only child. I had nobody to blame nothing on.
Yeah.
It was all me. Even when the poodle ate my mom's wedding ring, I still got blamed for it. And I think I was like 6.
They chose the dog over you.
That's okay. I swore up and down I wasn't following that dog around waiting on it to be redeposited on the floor. But,
oh goodness.
Yeah, that was a mom moment. She had to clean it up and all that other stuff. So
yeah.
Payback is fun every now and then.
Yeah. No, my siblings just everything's so easy to blame on me. I'm the youngest. It's okay. I think I'm the favorite, so I know my sister's the favorite, but still, they always just blame it on me. I'm just here.
Well, see, the bad part about it is you're hearing it now. But when you was younger, you still got the same treatment. They blamed you for everything.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. For sure.
You didn't even know what was going on.
No, I was just there. I was just like, hey. That's kind of still how it is. They'll come in my room for something and be like, I don't know what it was. I was sitting outside and my whole family was in here, and my dad told my brother to tell me to like come inside, and I said okay. My brother walks in the door and said, she said she doesn't care. My dad came running out, and I was like, what? I was like, I didn't do anything. And my siblings were in here cracking up, and I was like,
it was all her, man, all her.
I was like, check the cameras. I was like, you have cameras out here for a reason.
See, that's the only thing I was happy about when I was younger and teenage years and all that stuff. We didn't have all these daggum video cameras and everything else. We got by with stuff. And then when you turn 65 and 66 and you catch up with your friends that grew up with you and you're both like, you remember when you, no.
What are you talking about?
Wasn't me. I wasn't there. Wasn't me. Mm.
Yeah, no, now my dad has evidence of everything.
Yeah.
It's always, I'll just check the cameras. What do you mean?
And you can't even get away from it because even when you're on stage, other people are taping you and stuff. And
Yeah, my allergies are just not on my side at all lately. And I had a show, and I think it wasn't that it was bad. It was just like my voice was raspy. Immediately got a text from my vocal coach. Oh, I saw this video. I said, what video? Apparently someone posted a video and I sounded raspy, and she's like, what's wrong? Oh my gosh. And I was like, oh my gosh, you weren't supposed to see that. I was like, that's not me. I was like, that's AI.
Yeah. Oopsie.
I was like, what? What do you mean my voice was raspy?
Do you like playing the venues down around Florida and stuff? Because they're right there on the beach and they're pretty much open air, aren't they?
Yeah, I love it. I play a lot of the places. Also, I love playing tourist places where there's a lot of people there. Because, I mean, obviously, I love having a crowd. But there's this place in Punta Gorda. It's called Fisherman's Village. I love playing there. They have a beach, but then they have some restaurants in it. And it's one of my favorite places to play. There's always so many people. And in Florida, I love it because I have people that just always come back.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I love playing down here.
Yeah, and that spreads you out across the country too, because I mean, a lot of people, when they see somebody and they like them on stage and their music and stuff, they'll tell all their friends.
Yeah, it was so nice. I saw someone send an email to all of their friends, just all of their friends. And I think my mom got it, or it came to my email, and there was just all of these people on it. And I was like, this is so cool because this person sent something out to all their friends. So I love it.
Oh yeah. Way to get out there.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, if anyone else wants to send an email to everyone they know, that would be great.
Yeah. It's the best advertising you can ever get.
Right? Yeah. That and social media.
Yeah. Well, I actually had a buddy of mine back in the day. I got to tell this story. Purity Dairy is one of our sponsors, right? Milk company. Back in the day, they used to have the cardboard carton, and on the side of it, it would be, have you seen this kid? And it was basically advertisement, helping people locate missing children and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I told a buddy of mine that Purity was sponsoring the show, and the first thing out of his freaking mouth was, did you get on the side of the box? And I'm like, dude, come on.
That's something my family would say to me.
That laugh got me.
That's the way he laughs. It's funny as all get out.
Someone said, I wonder who that was.
That was my buddy that I've known since first grade, Mike Bowers. Caitlin met him. And we got stories for days. I got two best friends from first grade that I've had all these years. Basically, the ride and die. And it was Mike Bowers and Ronnie Mays. And I'm still in touch with both of them. I still go see them, hang out with them. It's crazy.
That's so cool. I mean, actually, my friends, I still have them because I'm not old yet. So
Yeah.
mine are from like kindergarten, but that's still a long time.
Yeah.
Long enough to not be a fake friend.
I don't even know if we had kindergarten back then. That's weird. When you really think about it, I don't even know if we had kindergarten.
Did you just go like preschool and first grade?
We didn't have preschool. I went to first grade. That's what I did.
Oh,
That's what we all did. We all started school at first grade.
interesting.
I know, weird. But I'm okay.
You're doing great.
I'm doing great. Look how I turned out.
My goodness. Julie said, yes, we went to kindergarten.
No, Julie might have went to kindergarten. I didn't go to kindergarten.
David doesn't know where it was.
I had no clue. My biggest memory of being that young was my mom and my dad working class. Mom didn't work. Dad did. And I can't believe I'm telling this story. The clothes I wore were Sears Huskies.
What's that?
You got them at Sears and Roebuck, and they were blue jeans, and they were called Huskies for chunky kids. And I remember the first pair of Jordache I ever worked my butt off to go and buy. And that's when Jordache first come out. And I went and bought a pair of them. Washed them twice and they became even skinner tighter.
Wait, are those skinny jeans?
No, they were Jordache back in the day.
I don't know what that is.
We didn't either, but they were designer and it was the first ones that came out.
Oh.
This was in the 70s and 80s.
Got me. I was born in 2011, so.
Yeah, it's way past your time. Way. Well, before your time, actually.
That's so funny. That I always mess with like my parents, and there's this TikTok filter that's like, what was invented the year you were born? So we did me first, thinking like it's gonna be something like crazy. Mine was like Snapchat and like CarPlay.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom's was peanut butter, and or like Jif peanut butter. I was cracking up because it was like, because now me and like I say my mom, oh, that's in the peanut butter era. That's what I say to her now, and she's like, you're so mean to me.
Well, I mean, like video games, for instance. We had an arcade that we went to in the mall. That's where all your video games were. And then when I think it was 87, 86 or something like that. That's when the first Ataris started coming out for home.
I think that's what my mom was telling me about the other day.
Yeah, and I was kicking butt on some daggum Luigi and Mario and all that stuff, and I had all kinds of games, and me and my first wife would sit there and play video games.
That's so funny.
But after that, when they started fading away, and then PlayStation and God, Xbox came out and all this other stuff, I never got back into playing video games. I just couldn't get it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't think I've ever played video games.
Galaga was fun. I was a king at Galaga. I whooped butt on Galaga. Susie Porter just said, I still have my Atari. You go, girl.
Oh, she was telling me about that.
Yeah, and it's weird because I had the full setup, which come with a little target pistol. And it was weird because the game that went with that was a dog, and you had to shoot ducks. And every time you didn't get a certain number of ducks, the daggum dog would come up out of the grass, laugh at you, and then drop back down. It was it was amazing.
It would laugh at you?
Yeah.
The dog?
It would cover its mouth and be like snickering at you and stuff, and then drop back down in the grass.
No, that's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was weird.
No, I can just imagine like a dog laughing at you.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's funny stuff.
They should put that on more games.
Yeah.
They should bring that back.
But the thing I really loved about, back in the day is you went to the arcade. That's where you played the video games. When you got home, that's when you was grabbing a bike. You knew where your friends were at, and y'all were causing all kinds of trouble.
Yeah. No, now I just FaceTime my friends.
Yeah, see? So how did you come up with fake friends then? This should be interesting. I want to know this.
I mean, okay, so me and I get a lot of like my inspiration from my siblings and me, of course. But I think it was like a whole thing. But a part of it was like one of my siblings was going through it and I was going through it at the same time. But it didn't bother me that I was going through it. It bothered me my sibling was going through it because I'm one of those siblings that I'm the youngest, right? But I'll do anything I can to like stick up for them or protect them, even if they just like told on me the minute before or something. Next thing you know, I'll just be on their side.
Right.
And so it happened to one of them, and I was just so mad about it. I don't even know. And so I was like, I'm going to write a song about it. I was like, I don't even, like, this is not. But yeah, a lot of my songs, like 2 Cents or Fake Friends, is like, if it happens to my family, I'm the first one that's going to be saying something about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like my son and my daughter. They hate each other's guts. But let an outsider get in between those two. Ain't happening.
No, it's not. It's not. I always see this video that like popped up, I think on my TikTok, and it was like, I can call my sister stupid, but the first time someone else calls her something, that's like done. Or it's like if the best friend calls her sister like stupid after she does, she's just not okay. That's like me and my sister. I made a TikTok and it was like POV, I was talking to my sister about something and now she has beef with a 13-year-old because I tell my sister everything. And it's so true because like my siblings are the first person. My dad, I was talking to him, we were just joking about something. And he was like, honestly, he was like, if you were in a situation and he was like, if I were you, I'd call like my brother John or Jimmy first. He's like, because they'll be there faster than anyone. And I was like, definitely. Especially because they're 21 and 23.
Yeah.
So I'm like the baby. No one's getting past them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I'd be wearing a shirt every damn day that says, "Go ahead, start something, please."
That's honestly, that's like my dad and my siblings. I was walking out. I think I was wearing like I had a shirt on and I was wearing like a zip up on top of it, and it was like halfway zipped. And my brother came up to me. He took the zipper. He pulled it all the way up, and I was like, "Hello?" And he was like, "No way! I'm letting my little sister walk out of the house like that." And I was like, relax.
Lord. You got trouble when you start dating. You know that, right?
Oh, I know. I'm scared. like I don't my sister, her first boyfriend ever, right? We're going out to dinner with him, and I had met him. My sister, she has told every boy she's met that they have to be scared of the family, but mainly me.
Right.
They were like, who knows what Josie will do or say? Honestly, no one can predict that. So he came over, he met me first, and I was like, okay, I'll be nice to you for now. So you haven't done anything yet.
Yeah.
But he gets to dinner, he meets my dad. My dad's like, nice to meet you. I have a gun at home. And I'm like, Dad, you just met the boy. It was like, relax.
See, now your dad referenced the home situation. I would have said, hi.
It opens up the jacket.
It's all right here, buddy. So, watch your P's and Q's.
No, yeah, my dad was like, the first thing he said, and my sister looked at me like, help. And I was like, he should be scared of me and Dad.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not saving him from this.
Now, here's a funny comment that Diane Betancourt left. She's telling me to tell you about something that was way back in the day, but I'm gonna lead into it in a different way. You got a cell phone, right?
Yeah.
How many friends do you get together on your cell phone?
What do you mean by that?
Merging calls and your friend merges calls. And because I talked to somebody the other day and they were telling me they have 5 people on the freaking phone. And I'm like, no. Oh, yeah, we all called everybody and everything else,
Yeah, I mean, my biggest group chat's probably like 15 kids.
Wow. Okay, so this is what Diane wanted me to tell you. Now, you have 15 kids on the line, right? Back in the day when we had home lines, some people actually had what was called a party line, which means when you picked up the phone, if somebody else was on it, you had to either tell them you needed to use the phone or something like that and then hang up. But it could be somebody across town. It could be somebody down at the end of the block. You didn't know. Party lines were weird back in the day.
So you didn't know who's calling?
No, you actually, unless you actually talked to them and you didn't really know who was on the other line. It was crazy.
And you could only talk to one person at a time?
Well, whoever you called. Like if you picked up the phone and they were on the party line, it was, that person talking to one other person, but that was all you could do.
That's crazy.
I know.
Sounds like
now I could
eating game
now
or something.
It almost does. Like pick it up and you got a really
like Love is Blind or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a real cute sounding girl on the phone and you're like, hey, what you doing?
Where you at?
Yeah. No, ain't happening.
Yeah, now if my phone says no caller ID, I'm like, oh, no, thank you.
Do you wander when you talk on your phone? I'm real bad.
Like walk around?
Yeah, I'm real bad about walking around.
Yes, I'll be outside. I'll be walking on the dock. I'll be fishing when I'm on the phone. I just like put it on speaker and I'm walking somewhere. I'm doing something.
See, we didn't have that. At my house, the phone was mounted in the hallway with a 12-foot cord on the headset. And it was rotary.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy to think about.
No, what's crazy to think about is trying to be caller number 7 or 8 at a radio station with a rotary phone. You would get blood on their finger. You're caller number 2. Try again and hang up and do it again. Oh my God, I can't believe I sounded like them. Jesus Christ. Oh, but yeah, you couldn't wander. You couldn't do anything. You'd have 12 foot. That's as far as you could go. And anytime mom or dad or anybody else wanted to eavesdrop on what you were talking about, they heard. It was weird. That was back in the Ma Bell days. When we went to push button, that was awesome. But I will tell you, and I am speaking from experience, there is no greater feeling of having that phone and the headset and somebody make you mad and slamming that daggum phone down.
Now you can't make a dramatic exit. You just hit a button.
Well, you break the daggum lens and that cost you to get it fixed.
Yeah, you break the whole phone now.
Yeah.
True. Now you just got to be like, boop.
It's crazy.
Yeah, the red button game is what I like calling it.
The red button.
Yeah. No, now when my dad says something, or my dad, he could talk for like hours. So sometimes when he's just talking for too long, I'll be like, shh, oh my gosh, you're breaking up. What? And he's like, oh, just hang up. I'm like, okay, bye.
I've actually done that before where you're like talking and you're just like, what? What? I'm sorry, I'm losing you, and then hang up.
It's the best trick.
Oh, it's fun.
The best trick.
Diane.
I'm revealing all my secrets. It's either that or my phone died. Like, what are you talking about? Your phone died.
Dude, my phone's been doing weird stuff lately. It's like I'll be in the middle of a conversation with somebody. I'll hear the 3 beeps. And on their side, it'll say called failed. And on my side, I'm getting the recording where the number you have dialed is not in working order right now. And I'm just like, what in the heck? So I have to hang up and call it back.
That's
It's
so
nuts. I think they're targeting me is what they're doing.
That might be it.
He talks too much. Turn him off.
Yeah, your phone just doesn't work anymore. I mean, I've heard like something with the new update is like making phones go crazy, but I don't know.
There ain't no telling.
Maybe they are targeting you. You never know.
I have no clue.
Maybe someone hacked your phone. Honestly, we don't know.
I want somebody to hack my financial stuff is what I want. But I want them to do me a favor when they hack it. Instead of depleting it, could they add to it? Make it
that
go
would work for me too.
Make my credit score go up, make my finances go up. Yeah, I'd be all about that.
Yeah. They should start that.
I wouldn't even report it.
It's like a nice thing. Like you're doing an act of kindness.
I do. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
I mean, yeah. That works for me too.
Well, Aiden just said, I just hate when Siri eavesdrops on my conversations.
Yes. No, it's definitely that. I was talking to my dad, or no, I was talking about to my brother. He's a big car guy. He loves trucks. And I sent him a truck I wanted because I told my parents when I turned 16, I want my brother Jimmy to pick out my car. I want him to do all that stuff. Right. So I sent him, I was talking to him something about trucks, and I went on TikTok. It was only trucks. And I was like, what is going on? And the specific truck he told me about popped up on my For You, and I was like, I don't like that.
Yeah. It's, well, I was down at Mike Bowers' house, and he's got boats sitting there in the garage. And we were talking about boats, but he's got 2 bass boats, which I wouldn't mind. I do like fishing, but I am more of a pontoon boat kind of guy. I want to be able to start the grill on the boat and cook and just have a good day out on the water,
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't 30 minutes later after we got through talking and everything else, I picked up my phone and I was just like, what in the hell? It was nothing but pontoon boat commercial stuff in there. It was crazy.
That's crazy. I'm gonna open up my phone when we're done. And I'm gonna see pontoon boats and trucks.
You will.
Probably. Like, honestly, I fear that's gonna happen.
Or you might get where it pulls up and talks to you about 5-minute music. Who knows?
It's gonna be something. No, it's crazy. Like, I was asking, my friend was like, oh, I wonder if like AI knows who you are. And I was like, that would be, I typed in like, who's Josie Sal or something. And I got so much on myself. And I was like, that is creepy, but also cool at the same time. But I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was weird because I typed in, because I'm real bad about, once I get something done, I want to double check and check it all out and everything else. Well, I typed it in and I checked it out, and it was on my website, and everything was fine. It was just right there. And then 3 months later, I guess after more content has been put out and everything else, there's a thing that pops up that tells you all about my show and what I do and everything else. And I was like, holy crap, really? And it was accurate. That's what was mind blowing.
That's crazy.
You never know.
I don't even know.
I have no clue anymore.
Your TikTok's gonna pop up on my phone as soon as I go on there.
I don't know. It ain't been touched in a while. So, I mean.
Yeah, I have like my main account on TikTok. If you scroll down like real far, you'll see me when I was like 4 and 5 on there. And it's so funny. I think there's a video of me singing when I was like 4 or 5. And then in between, it's like, make lemonade with me. And I was just like, I'm just going to leave this on for anyone who wants to see it.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Look,
we can follow Josie from when she was 2 years old. You know.
Literally, there's so much on there. And my siblings were like, that's so embarrassing. I was like, it's hilarious. I'm like 6 doing a TikTok dance.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, they're going to love this one.
What was that one dance they come out with? It was on TikTok where you like do the arm thing around your waist or something. I forget how it went.
Oh, what is that called?
I don't have TikTok, so I have no idea.
I think it was on Facebook too.
I know what it's. Oh, what is that called?
I can't remember what it was called.
I don't know what it was called. I know what you're talking about. I just don't know what it's called.
Yeah, because it was like you moved your arms in front and in back of your body and done them back and forth.
I know how to do it. I just don't know what it's called.
I don't know either. I have no clue. You never know with this stuff anymore.
No, we could be talking about 2 different things, honestly.
That's what's weird. Literally, 2 people could be having a conversation and both phones would pick up something different on each.
It's going to come up on our thing after.
AI is taking over.
Imagine that's what comes up on the feed. I don't even know. They're always listening, just like my dad.
Susie Porta said Nana. I don't know what that is. Christy Edwards said flossing.
Yes, that's it. That's the dance.
She said that's the name, flossing. So I guess
that's what it is.
It's flossing.
Yes.
Who knew?
Honestly, that's not the name I was thinking. So thank you.
That is just weird. It's flossing, Caitlin.
Yeah.
Can you do flossing, Caitlin? We'll put a camera on you.
I don't dance. And try. I promise.
Josie dances. She does it on stage. I've seen her.
I used to be a dancer. I'm pretty sure I lost all my rhythm, but
No, you had rhythm that night. They were recording you.
I swear it comes back sometimes, but my family doesn't think so.
You never know.
It's always the Josie lost her rhythm when she started singing. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Go find the video and you can pull it up for them and say, hey, no, I didn't.
Yes. I'll just be like, look at that rhythm, Dad.
There you go.
That's
some
perfect.
moves and everything. So,
Yes.
all right, girl, we gotta get off here.
Thank you for having me.
If not, me and you'll sit and talk for 2-3 hours. You know that.
We could. Honestly.
I think it's hilarious. Right. Tell everybody where they can find you.
All my social media is Josie Sal Music, Josie SAL. I don't know. Can you see my name wherever it is?
Yeah, I see where you wrote it.
That's how you spell it. And then Josie Sal Music. Everything's on there.
Sweet. And Kevin Emmerich just said, hi, Josie. Played your music on security van at Cannonsburg Oktoberfest. You're doing great things.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
That's pretty wild when you hear somebody listen to your music somewhere.
Yeah, I played at Cannonsburg Oktoberfest the past 2 years. I played this year again. But that's so cool.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yep. Aiden said bye, Josie, and everybody else is taking off, and we're going to get out of here. Stick around for just a few minutes. I'm going to do the ending monologue, and we'll get back to you. But wave and tell everybody bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. We appreciate you sticking around and checking out the show with me and Josie. Very, very good artist. And at 13 years old, I'm telling y'all, I can't wait to see the big things that this girl does. She is down to earth and just awesome in her writing and her music. I love everything about it. And hopefully we'll be able to keep up with her all the way till, I don't know, 10, 20 years from now. That'd be nice. That'd be cool. I'd love that. Caitlin will get tired of me by then, but anyway. All right, everybody. Please remember, see the little scroll right there? Yeah, there you go. Right there. Right. Yep. Like, share, follow, subscribe. It helps us all. If you want to see that artist in your town, this is how booking agents do it. Go and check them out. Add to their Facebook, add to their Instagram, their TikTok, everything else. The more numbers these people get up, the more apt the booking agents are going to book them and bring them to your town to where you can meet them, get the pictures, get the VIP, shake their hand, buy some of their merch. And the other thing I got to say is support all of your artists. If they have merch that you can buy online, get you some merch, get a t-shirt. A lot of these people are designing their own shirts and then putting them up there for sale. So y'all check it out. And I appreciate everybody watching. Love you. Mean it. See you later.